Hello. I thought I would make a very quick video on. Some have expressed interest in where Camp Palestine was. Now, to be clear, we didn't necessarily call it Camp Palestine at the time. I think we just called it Camp, maybe. Not really sure, but Camp Palestine makes sense. Right, so that's fine. Okay. So anyway, here's Texas, obviously, and I have a marker there. Now, unlikely this would be a problem, but just as a disclaimer, the property has completely changed since the time that we were there. Okay, you have to remember, um, we Branch Davidians haven't lived there mostly since 1988, and there were a few that lived there up until 1993. This kind of like was a place of exile if you were in the doghouse. So very few people lived there after 1988. And in 1993, the people that were living there got out because the locals found out about who owned the property, and they obviously mostly were anti, Branch Davidian, and they kind of took advantage of the situation and went on, and uh, you know, whatever property was there was either looted or vandalized or burnt or stolen or whatever. Okay, and obviously the payments weren't being made anymore, and the property went into foreclosure and all of that. So. And now the new owners, the property's been logged, for example, I can tell, and it's all the old, anything that was there when we were there is long gone, and it's completely different. Okay, so you're not going to see anything if you go out there anyway. There's really no point. Um, but if you want to know where it is, okay. Well, here's state of Texas, right? So Waco is over here. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but anyway, I'm highlighting the city of Waco here, and but we're gonna go to Palestine. Obviously, you guys know where Waco is. So Palestine, the city of Palestine is down here, right in this area, in the center of the map here. And Camp Palestine is up. I think it's highway. Let's go to Google Maps. This is Camp Palestine on Google Maps. So let's go back out. Yeah, so the 155 north from Palestine. Okay, so the 155 north, and you get up to this 321 intersection. Right, you're gonna take a left. And go up to the three. What is this? The 3 County Road 441. Okay, get like branch off on a Y, and you go up this road. Nice fancy estate here. Rich people live here. The Baileys, I think. One time when we were driving to Camp Palestine in '87 with a lot of the Australians, we were passing here in our shuttle bus, and Vernon pointed off to the side and showed everybody, see that place over there? And everybody gets excited, right? They never seen it, and he goes, yeah, that's not it. Like, okay, well, and then we keep going up the road, and let me get some context here. We go up, don't get on this road, stay to the right, keep going up 441, and then you take a left. A right onto 442, right, and it curves around, and then here we are. So this patch of land that I'm outlining with the cursor is basically the property here. Okay. Now this is what we call an easement, right? This is a gas line right of way that they had just installed at the time we acquired the property. So literally they had to strip away all these trees, dig a trench, put a gas line in, cover it up. And even helicopters would fly up and down here periodically, at least back in the day, to inspect the gas line. I remember one time the inspection helicopter was flying through, and Floyd got kind of spooked. He thought that they were spying on us. Floyd Hauptmann is like, "Oh, we gotta, hey, when the helicopters come, run into the trees." That he told the children, run into the trees. His friend Stan Sylvia told, "Hey, Floyd, maybe we shouldn't do that. Like that might be a bit of an extreme position to take, right?" So they kind of argued a little bit, and I kind of was more on Stan's side. Yeah, probably shouldn't run into the trees. I think it'd be okay. Probably is not anything to worry about. So anyway, when we first arrived on the property, so here's the road that you would access the property. We camped in on this side of the property toward the main road here. And like I said, this is all different. This was see how, and you've seen some of my pictures. Some of you see how it's wooded down here. Okay, well it was wooded like that all up to about. See where the tree line is here, like the easement? All this section was wooded, but there was an easement here. So there was woods all here along where my cursor's going and down and all here. Now our first camp was up in front. So this was when we first hit the property in 1985. We were in this area. And then very quickly, within probably just a few months, David Koresh, Vernon, relocated us back, and I'm pretty sure I can see, because this is a geological feature here, like a gully. I'm pretty sure we were back now in this area. So this would have been our camp, and so our line of cabins that you've seen in my pictures would have been along here, along this gully. This is a gully that was right behind our cabins. Here was our line of cabins, and they went over here this way, and then the road coming into the camp would have come kind of down this way, and then the main building would have been over here somewhere, and then the other buses would have been here. So yeah, and as you can see, it's been logged and changed. All of this obviously is all new. All of this little pond, for example, wasn't there when we were there. These structures, none of this. All of this, everything that I am familiar with is all gone. And it's all completely changed. I know that you might be able to look at some satellite. I think there's a way to get historical satellite imagery from the past, which I haven't investigated that. You might be able to find satellite imagery from years ago that might show other things, though how far back that goes, I don't know. So anyway, there you go. That's Camp Palestine, as you can see here. So anybody who wants to know where it is, again, north from Palestine, up the 155, left on 321, road 441 north, 442, and then when you get around the bend here, there it is. Okay, there you go. So that is where we spent the exile years, and as you can see, it is certainly outside the city limits of Palestine. Let's go back to the Google Earth view, because I have it marked here. Palestine, Texas here. It's fairly close to Tyler. Tyler, Texas is off this way somewhere. I don't know where I am right now. Anyway, Tyler, Texas is over there somewhere. And then you could go south on the 45 and get down to Houston and, of course, Dallas and all this. It was kind of centrally located in East Texas. And it was about 100 miles from Waco. I did the Palestine-Waco run, oh my God, 1,000,000 times. I'll tell some of those stories in the future. I had a motorcycle. The speeds I would travel, you don't even want to know. I myself am, I should not have been so reckless. But anyway, I'm still alive, thank goodness. So anyway, that's it. Camp Palestine location. Hope again, please don't disturb the owners. They don't know anything, and then they don't have anything there. So just for your own geographical reference. All right, take care.